So I finally attempted to make my first full-length project video, and I hope you watch it till the end to see the final product. It is scrap wood. It is just a stupid, simple shelf that is going to hold toilet paper, and that's it. But it came out pretty good. It looked good. I made $50 off of it. Woo, go me. And yeah, enjoy. Bye. I tried for like 30 minutes to like film this, but 75 jets flew over. For this next video though, I'm gonna try to show basically the whole project, like sped up obviously, because nobody wants to watch me fool around for a whole day. No, but I'm gonna use scrap wood as much as possible. My neighbor threw out like this fence that he makeshift made, so I'm gonna use this, and oh my god, there's another jet. A piece of plywood that I build puzzles on to just make the most basic shelf topper for this guy who's gonna pay me like $50 for it. And I'm just going to like miter 3 edges out of this and stain it, and it's gonna be so basic, but that's what he wants, and I'm just gonna do it for him. So away we go. So right here I'm just breaking down the fence that my neighbor threw away. He just basically threw this in the trash, so I took it, and this is what I'm going to use to build the sides of the shelf, but I have to break it apart first so that I can use it. Pretty simple. It gave me a little trouble though. And here I am measuring out the piece of plywood that I used to build puzzles on. There's some holes in it because it's just a scrap piece of wood. So this first cut I'm making is just to cut off the first holes that were on it. And so I have a straight edge. Then I'm just measuring off the distance from there, which was 3 foot. And I'm marking that. And then I'm just basically just doing a straight cut for my length. And that's it. Pretty simple. And then this last cut that you're going to see is just a 45 mitered edge. And it's the only one that I have because I forgot to start the camera for all the other ones. That's that. So this is the plywood and the long edge piece that you saw me cut earlier, the outer edge. Now all I have to do is I'm going to have to cut the side pieces that are going to be mitered to the long edge. So basically I just need to measure this so that I can get, it's cut 12 inches, which is what I thought. So basically I just need a mitered edge to go right into this, and it's just gonna dead end to a flat edge. And that's basically the easiest thing I could possibly do. So I'm just gonna cut it, 45, boom, dead end. And I have this tiny piece, so that's pretty much, yeah, that's gonna be so easy. Cut this at a 45, and then I'll just cut it to length and go from there. And then I just have one more, and then we're basically done. I'm gonna stain this and, sand this piece down. And now that I have all my pieces cut and sanded as much as I need them to be, it is time to go and stain them. So to be continued. Here I go. I'm gonna stain them a dark color. Here we go. So this probably isn't the ideal way to stain, but this was just like thrown at me today, and I'm only just like using things that are in my garage for this project because I wasn't going out last minute and like finding things for it, because this also had a 2 o'clock deadline, and I have a fantasy football draft and everything today. So, yeah, I have a paintbrush and I have paper towels and I have some leftover stain. And again, this is just a scrap wood shelf. Like, I don't even know if he wants it stained. I mean, I'm sure he would be happy with just the raw edge, or just the scrap wood look would have been fine too. But I'm trying to make it a little nice for him. So just slapping on some stain here just to make it look nice. But how nice did my sanding job come out? You see this? Yeah, you saw what that scrap would look like. It looked horrible. It was left out in the weather for months and months and months. Yeah, this is gonna look nice regardless. And I gotta just get this to dry because it's almost 1 o'clock now. And yeah, so we're just gonna slap on some stain here. It's gonna dry really quick. And it's gonna look really nice. I'm gonna nail gun it together. It's gonna look so good when it's done. He's gonna be like, whoa, you built this that quick for me? I'm gonna be like, yep. Best $50 you ever spent. That's how this is gonna go. So yeah, just gonna keep staining this here. Okay, make it look nice and even. Yeah, see, these were my little pieces. See, look at that. Look at that grain. Came out really nice when I sanded it, didn't it? You'd never know that this was like that crappy scrap wood that I broke down on that makeshift fence earlier. But it was, yeah, you can still see some of the remnants on the pieces that didn't really need to look nice. So look how good that's coming out with the stain. Yeah. People throw out wood that can be reused and turned into really nice stuff. So let that be a lesson. Had to move the staining inside because I got attacked by wasps. I think they liked the way the stain smelled. So yeah. It's my stained plywood. It's looking pretty good if you ask me. So the next part is basically taking clamps and assembling the shelf, which is just, like I said, 3 sides and a piece of plywood. But the biggest thing is just like lining up these edges. You want the edge of the plywood to meet the inside edge of this miter, if you can see that. You want it to end right there. So when you clamp it, you got to make sure that's even. I'm going to just shoot in a couple nails on the outside edge, and then I'm going to glue my miters together. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I mean, this is it. Ta-da! This is your finished product here. Your basic 3-sided scrap wood shelf here. Yeah, took the wood from my neighbor's makeshift fence. You saw me break it apart. Took that piece of scrap wood plywood that I had laying around and stained it with my disgusting stained fingers, and here you have it. This guy's gonna put his restaurant toilet paper on it. This fancy shelf here, you know, once it dries today. And that was it. It was just, that only really took like an hour and a half from breaking down the fence and making spaghetti and dyeing it, and the wasp that attacked me, having to move everything inside because of the wasp. Here we are, we are done. And yeah, just basic. And so this is the back of it, well, the underside, the part that everybody will actually see because the shelf will be so high up that you'll only see the bottom of it. So came out pretty good. I think I actually like the bottom of it more than the top. I like the two-tone way that the scrap wood stained.